Today I'm going to show you how to make the best easy to make paper airplane. Like, you can make this as just one sheet of paper. If you want to make it fly a bit farther, you can use one of those big sheets of A4 paper, but this works super well already. So it's very simple to start with. All you have to do is start by folding it in half lengthwise, and this works better if you put a really firm crease in all the paper that you're folding. So I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can while making it pretty good, because if like I lined these sides up perfectly, now I'm gonna fold it on this side and then use my fingernail to put a really good crease in it, because a nice firm crease will make it like just look a lot better and fly a lot better at the end. So then open it up, and then you fold these corners into the center. So you want the very tip up here, like there's gonna be a point after these two are folded in, that you want that to meet in the exact center where you made that firm crease there. So basically just fold it over until it's that the whole side here is just flush with the whole center line that you folded. So I'm gonna fold that over, and then again make a very firm crease there. I usually use my fingernail to give it a really nice crease, and then fold the other side. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, like really this plane flies even if it's pretty bad, so really it affects the looks more than the flight, but if it's perfect I think it will fly a little farther. You can see I already messed it up a little bit because this side's a little longer, but it doesn't really matter. So next, fold this top part down so that that point meets right in the center down here, and the line that you fold on is where these two edges are right on the paper, so like fold that. And you want those two edges like flush with the crease that you're going to make. So line that point up with the center that you folded down here, and then line these sides up. So, here we go. Okay, so now you have that folded down. Now you take these points and fold them down so that they meet in the center, like the corner. You fold them like kind of angularly, so like at a diagonal way, until they meet at the at that same crease that you folded at the very first. I usually put it about an inch above the top of the point right here, because we're going to be folding that up on top of that. So leave good inch and a half from that, but there's no like scientific rule to it, so I just say an inch. So, and I'll show you what that looks like after I'll show you up close. I'm going to fold those together to meet. And then again, do a really nice crease on it. So at this point, you can see that those fold together to meet, and then there's this point, and that, I'd say there's about an inch and a half right there above the point where these are touching. And then you have like an inch and a half here in between, or probably almost close to 2 inches in between the tops right here, because we're going to be folding it lengthwise in a minute here. So then you take this little point that's left right here, this point, and you fold it up so that it is over those 2 points that you've made. So you fold it up and make sure that it's right in the center line. It's there. Now I have it folded up, and now I fold the center so that that diagonal, or that little triangle, is on the bottom. So now you can see that looks like that is the part that I just folded up, and now you can open it back up and see how I just folded that up over those two. So you fold it sideways, so then you can already see that my wings don't match up very well because I'm not doing this perfectly, but it doesn't really matter that they're perfect. The next step is to make the wings. I like to make them a little smaller because I think it makes it a bit more stable flight, where other people like to make them a bit bigger. That's kind of a personal preference. So, but I usually do it about like halfway. But a lot of people will make it so that this corner right here, when they fold it down, meets at the bottom edge. I do it a little above the bottom edge, but it's not a huge deal. So the crease is going to start right at this corner and then go straight across. Or actually, yeah, I usually do it straight across, but you can do it a little differently. It's not hugely important as long as you do it the same on both sides. So I just folded it that much on that side. You can see that the crease starts there and just goes all the way to the other side. and then I flip over and I fold the other side exactly the same as that. And then at that point you have pretty much the paper airplane. As you can see, it kind of looks like a, I don't know, just a regular little airplane. And a lot of people will also add something heavy right here that'll add a bit more nose, like a little more aerodynamicness to it. What you can also do is take this part right here and bend it back and forth a little bit, like just the very tip, bend it back and forth. And then you open up the airplane just like that, and then you can tuck that part that you just folded in. And then you can see that it kind of angles the nose a bit, and that will give it a bit better flight as well. But after that point, you can just throw it very straight, and it goes pretty well, as you can see right here. Oh, well, I guess you can't see it, but I just threw it and it went all the way across the room. But so yeah, try it out. It's the best simple airplane you can possibly make.